right, Wolf Air Records is here with CG Soul. How are you doing today?
Pretty good, pretty good. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good.
Good to hear.
All right, so tell me a little bit about yourself.
I am a rapper, producer from LA, and all my life I just been doing music and all kinds of different kinds of entertainment. Uh, and Yeah, my mission in life is to inspire joy and inspire people to do the things that they love to do. So that's basically me.
So is music something you've always wanted to do?
Music is my passion. I grew up playing basketball. That's all I ever did. So that was my dream when I was a kid. It wasn't until I got into high school that I started doing music, and uh, that became my passion and what I do. Mhm.
So, okay, you played basketball when you were a kid in high school?
Yeah. Then I didn't grow, so I was like, I gotta take something else up. Let me see what else I can do.
Okay, so who are some of your influences? What made you get
um,
into music?
my number one inspiration has always been Michael Jackson. Ever since I was two, I've loved that guy, and he was a huge influence on just my life in general, and he's been a huge influence on my music and especially my performance and how I approach what I do.
I like Michael Jackson. I'm not gonna lie. His music. I like his music.
Yeah. I feel it.
um, so you have any albums out?
Yeah, I've released two albums, and one last year, one this year, and I just released my first Christmas EP on Friday, a week ago, and I'm really excited about that. I've always wanted to do a Christmas project, and this one kind of came out of nowhere, but I finally did it, and I feel really good about it.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah,
Great.
thank you.
You'll have to definitely send me the link to that because I haven't seen it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I definitely will.
All right, so how's COVID affecting you?
COVID. That honestly, um, it's been it hasn't been as bad as I thought it was going to be, especially in the beginning, with the shutdown and everything like that. My job actually took care of me, so that was pretty cool, and it just gave me time to really focus. You know, so when I was, we're just stuck at home, and that honestly probably was the best thing that could have happened for me, and because it just gave me time to really hone in on my music, um, on myself as a person, spiritually, physically, mentally. A lot of work has been done over these past 8 months or so, in those regards. So uh, yeah, just trying to stay safe, trying to stay healthy, uh, and still keep going towards what it is that that I'm trying to do.
Yeah, a lot of people have been telling me that it's a lot easier with this COVID going on because they can actually stay at home and they can actually, instead of doing gigs, they can actually mass produce new material.
Yeah, yeah, that's real. Uh, it's been kind of a roller coaster, but definitely looking forward you know to what else is to come. You know, based on the things that I've been able to do over the past few months, it's been nice.
Now, do you record your stuff at home? Do you go to a studio or?
A little bit of both. Um, so I have everything here to record. So that came in handy during COVID and everything like that, and still now. Uh, And a lot of times I do demos here at home, just so I can have like some organization, um, references, so I kind of know where I want my voice to be and things like that. And that way, when I take it to the studio, uh, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I understand that. A lot of people nowadays are actually doing their stuff at home.
Yeah.
They're actually having their own studio at home versus going. Obviously, it cuts down on the cost because I know it gets a little pricey for being in a studio for so long.
It can be. It's good to have, good
To
people
have
in your
backup.
network. Yeah, and backup. Yeah, exactly. So I have a few places out here in LA that I can go to for really good prices, and they have really great equipment. And so, and also having an ISO booth makes a world's difference with the sound.
Right.
So, those things are are always going to be beneficial.
Now, do you? How long you been in LA?
I'm born and raised here.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a LA native.
Native. That's pretty
Uh,
awesome. So you looking to
thank
tour?
Well, I was. So, right, well, we'll have to see what the future holds in that regard. Uh, hopefully, hopefully soon I'll be able to. That's probably the thing I miss the most.
So you
Is
done live shows?
performing. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Uh, that's my favorite part of the whole process is live shows, performances. There's nothing like that energy, that exchange between me and the crowd, the band behind me, the dancers. Like I love it. uh, I can't hear you.
Do you like initiating yourself with the crowd?
Oh yes, oh yeah. I like to get the crowd involved. I feed off of them when I'm on the stage. I feed off of that energy. But I understand that they feed off of my energy as well. So it's definitely an exchange, and I just try to be as much as myself as I possibly can, you know, and just have fun because I know like when I go to shows and concerts and watch people perform, I have fun when the performer is having fun, and I can see that this is just sheer joy coming from the performer. Then it just makes it that much of a better experience.
So name some of the places that you performed at there.
Oh, let's see. I performed at uh, Chain Reaction, a place called Petey's Place in Tarzana. Um, excuse me. The Resident in LA. I did the show for Akon last year in November uh, through my church, Agape. Um, that was in downtown LA.
You said
Uh,
Akon?
yeah,
That's awesome.
that was really exciting. And when I got the phone call from the choir director uh, that she wanted me to perform for that event, I was shocked. and I was
He's already established. He's
right. And so just being able to be a part of an event like that, and it was a charity event, so that even made it that much better uh, to be a part of that, and I was just grateful for that opportunity, and for them to allow me to bring my bandmates with me was really exciting as well, because that was the first time, because I've performed at the church and everything like that, like so many times over the years. That's kind of how I got my start. So a lot of times when I go there, the band learns my song and then they play behind me. But this time I asked them if I can bring, my bandmates, because we rehearse and we have different nuances and things like that that we do that, you know, a band can't learn on the fly like that, you know. They need a rehearsal. So she said yes, and so I was just really excited because I was able to finally show, you know, who I am, like as a whole, the whole experience, you know, actually seeing CJ Soul live on the stage. And it was for an event of that stature. And I was, yeah, that was really exciting. And that was probably my favorite moment of the year last year.
That's awesome. So how many members in your band?
um, about 9. Uh,
Holy moly, that's a lot.
yeah, yeah. So it's me. So what it is? It's a band. It's a band called New Embassy. They're like a new wave rock type of band, very similar to like a Maroon 5. They remind me of, and they're amazing musicians. And so there's a lead singer, then there's a guitarist, bass, drum, and then so that's what they have in their band. And so what I brought, I brought in a DJ and a keyboardist. So excuse me. So it's all of us, and then I also have dancers, backup dancers. So typically about 2 backup dancers. Yeah. So,
So
it's a
so is that actually your group, or is it just a group that you did something with?
it's it's like a group that kind of came together. So it was because like I said, they're a band on their own. And
Okay,
then,
so basically you still do things on your own.
yeah, I still do things on my own. I produce all the music that I put out is music that I produce myself. And so what they do is they learn my songs. So we get together and into rehearsals. You know, I send them my tracks, so they learn their parts and everything like that, and then we bring it together in rehearsal, and we play them, and then that's when we break things down. So so we can adapt from the recorded version to the live version, and because the whole idea for me is I want to create an experience, and I want it to be like I just wanted to be different because you know I am a rapper, and so people don't expect to see what they see and what they experience when I when I go on stage as a rapper, you know,
Mm.
and so it kind of feels more like a rock concert, which is kind of what I'm going for. So yeah, and so I kind of want to the whole idea is to transcend genre and just to be music and you know in good vibes. So yeah.
Do you need to get a drink?
I have some water right here. So probably.
You look like you're having issues.
I know. I was like, dang. I was like, I'm good. I'm good.
So how many albums? How many people bought your album so far?
So I don't know. I was just looking at my stats today. I know I'm creeping on 100,000 streams uh, on Spotify total for all my music. So that's exciting. Um, over the past year. Uh, so I just want to continue to build on that. And yeah. So yeah.
You can hear my cat.
Yes. Yes. The cat is definitely a part of the interview now. Like
He got locked out. He doesn't like it when he's not with me.
I feel that.
Yeah, I know. So tell me a little bit more about you. What else have you done in your life?
um I, I guess I've done a lot, you know. I love to travel. And I believe you know, me doing music and being involved with the church that I was involved in or still am involved in, um, really opened the door for opportunity to travel. And it's opened a lot of doors for different kinds of opportunities that I would have never even dreamed of. Uh, I was a part of a very special group. Um, wow, about 12 years ago now. That's crazy to even think of. But yeah, I was a part of this very special group that we put together. Of at the time we were teenagers and a couple of other like very young adults, and we called ourselves the Joy Ensemble. We were just a small group of, I think it was about maybe 8 to 12 of us. Uh, we were all singers, and I was the rapper in the group. And we, at the time, it was right around the election in 2008. And so that was a very historic election. And that was the first time I was ever eligible to vote. So I was just really excited to be able to be a part of that kind of history, let alone what was to come. And what happened was will.i.am put out this song called "It's a New Day." We learned the song and performed it at our church just to perform it. One day, I wasn't even there this day. I had to go to work that day. will.i.am happened to be in the congregation, and our director like ran into the team room and found anybody who was a part of our group, our Joy Ensemble, and pulled them onto the stage and had them perform the song. And he loved it so much that he invited us to come to DC with him and perform the song with him. So he took us, he took the children's choir, and he took a portion of the very large Agave International Choir and created this choir of, they called it the multi-generational choir because it was, people of all ages from, as young as 4 to however old anybody was. And yeah, we recorded a song with him, and he took us to DC, and we performed at a few of the balls. So that was just really an amazing, amazing opportunity. I never would have dreamed of actually going to the inauguration and seeing, being a part of everything unfolding out there. So that was really exciting.
Wow.
And one of the highlights of my life.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun.
That's awesome. So do you buy your beats or do you make them yourself?
I make them myself. Yeah. Yeah. I work with other producers as well. And we go in and we'll work on beats or songs and things like that. But yeah, I'm constantly making beats. I have more beats than I can ever use, honestly. So,
Did you ever think about selling them?
I've definitely given that some thought. I think because my main thing is I produce for other artists as well, and so some of the beats are set aside for those artists and used already, and then I've also thought about doing licensing, which I think is the path that I would rather go than doing like leasing deals or
Yeah, I don't like the leasing thing, because me being as a record label, I think that's a lot of headaches down the road if you're leasing.
Yeah, it could open up the door for a lot of different issues and
Yeah, 'cause you could get. I mean, I think that as far as a record label, you should be able to just buy the beat and let them use the beat versus licensing, because you got the third party now already sticking their nose into their business, and if they got a hair up their behindy, then obviously now we got to get lawyers involved.
Right. So yeah, I'm not really attracted to the whole leasing
Right. I don't.
aspect of it, and that's why I don't necessarily get involved with buying beats because um unless I know somebody, you know, like that's normally the path that's going to be taken is one, it's probably going to be a lease, and if not, then you know they'll charge whatever their price is, and that's fine. Uh, and two, if they're selling that beat and they're leasing the beat, and I buy the beat, that means they potentially have leased that same beat, you know, however many times to however many other artists, and it's also being used, you know, that much. So like, it's not a unique um, uh, song anymore at that point, you know.
Well, I mean, I mean, if you think about it, even any song, as you as a musician, you can duplicate any beat.
Right.
So technically, it's not. I mean, it's. I know what you're saying, but typically, everybody can make the same beat that you just bought. So it doesn't matter if they sold it like 5,000 times or once. It's still there's always somebody out there that's going to duplicate it.
I feel that. I feel that. Yeah.
So I mean, I just feel it's legit enough to because you sold the rights to the music and they know they sold it to you and they know now who they sold it to, so they can't go after that person in a illegal issue, trying to take
Right.
it to court from the because you have papers, saying that you bought the beat. So
Exactly.
that the leasing, on the other hand, I feel there's more of an issue because, like I said, if one gets a hair up their butt, then obviously they're going to cause issues.
Right. Yeah. I mean, because like it ends up being deals like um however many sales that you know there's a limit, a threshold to however many sales you can make on that with that beat, or however many times you perform it without, so like you have to renew the lease or whatever, you know. So this is like, that's just too much of a hassle for me to want to even worry about.
Yeah, because I have 4 artists underneath of me, and I've been asked this: should we lease or should we just buy it? I'm like, buy it. I
Yeah.
said that way you got the paper saying that you got the beat, and you have full control over that beat, and you don't have to worry about somebody coming in later, and then I have to step in and say, hey, we got to get a lawyer and all this happy other bullshit, and I just don't think it's necessary. Just buy the damn beat.
Right. Right. Yeah, that's definitely a the safest route to go when it comes to that kind of
I
business.
agree with you
Yeah.
100%. So, anything else you want to add?
Um, I
Nothing.
don't I don't know. I feel like for me right now, um it's definitely I'm at a pivotal point in my life and in my career, where I'm making a lot of different decisions. Uh and getting back into doing things like this. Uh so that's definitely a big step. Doing things like this is definitely a big step for me. Um and with me putting out this EP, and having a lot of different music that I've been working on over the past few months, ready to go to release next year. Um, and then, you know, with doing music videos and things like that, I have a lot of different things down the pipeline. Uh, it's time for me to step into all of the things that that I'm here to do, you know, and it's pretty exciting. It's pretty exciting. I'll be starting a podcast very soon. Um, uh, my my clothing line is almost ready. It's almost ready. I'm working on that as well. So just a lot of different endeavors that I'll be getting into over the next year and a half. That is pretty exciting for me. And yeah, just taking those next steps is, towards making all these things happen.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Where can everybody find your music at?
My music is distributed everywhere, anywhere where you stream or can buy music. It's there. So you can look me up, CJ Soul, and you will find me. All my social media is I am CJ Soul, so it makes me very easy to find. And yeah, you can hit me up anytime, and I'm pretty what's the word I'm looking for?
Easygoing.
Easygoing, yeah, and just active as far as like communicating with just people on social media. So anybody can hit me up anytime, and chances are I will respond. I just love meeting people, and you never know who you meet.
Yep.
So
Exactly.
yeah.
All right, one more question.
What's that?
Out of all the music that you've done, which one is your favorite?
Yikes. the latest one. I don't know. Like, so like my first album, Beat of Your Heart, like I can say that one's my favorite as a whole, just because of what that one means, and everything that I had to go through to complete that. That was about 4 or 5 years in the making, just of all kinds of ups and downs and life situations and happenings and things like that, to be able to finally complete it and put out a product that I felt proud of. That was amazing. So like that being said, I guess that's one of my favorites. But then also the second album that I put out earlier this year on Valentine's Day, Love Is, I really love that album, and I love a lot. Like there's a song on that album called Meant to Be. That's one of my favorites I've ever done. I Believe in You is on that album as well. It's one of my favorites I've ever done. Just because those songs, I write about love a lot, which is, I guess, different for a rapper. I like to think of myself as an R&B rapper, because I feel like my vibes are definitely more R&B than hip hop, although I'm very deeply rooted in hip hop and the culture. And so I still believe that I'm very much hip hop, because I'm aware of what it means to be a part of that culture. And so but yeah, so that's with kind of those songs. And I Believe in You to me is just like one of those very inspirational type songs that just makes you feel good when you listen to it, and I think people really gravitate to that one, and I love it. And there's definitely some fond memories attached to that song too. So, and then like the stuff that I've been working on that I have not put out yet, that I've been working on this year over the past few months, like to me is like I've grown so much with so fast as an artist. I still have so much. I feel like I still have so much growth ahead of me. But so there's a few songs that I've made in like the past couple months that I can't wait to do to release those songs. But I got to do it right, and I have, like I said, music videos and things like that in the pipelines for those. And given the current circumstances of our of our society, it does pose certain challenges for execution of some of the videos. Some of the videos would still be able to do, at the pace that I like to work at, I like to move at. Some of the videos are going to be, they're going to require little bit more diligence as far as bringing people together and doing things safely. So you know, but yeah. So yeah, my favorite is always something different. It's like a parent with their children, like they're all their favorite, you know.
That's why I always like to ask that question, because some people actually have a favorite.
Yeah. No, I just love it so much, you know. I can't. I wouldn't be able to live, honestly, if it wasn't for music in general. And you know, I feel like you know, I feel like I was given a gift, and I feel like it's my responsibility to give that gift to the world. And so it's definitely something I'm very passionate about.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. This was fun.
Not a problem.
Yeah. I'm glad we got the whole audio situation figured out too. That was.
So when do you think the new album's coming out?
I'm looking at late spring, early summer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely have to look out for that.
Yeah. I have no idea what it's going to be called or what things are going to look at. Like, as of right now, I'm working on so many things, you know, from previous albums, for these two albums, because I released them so close together. Because my first one I released in September of last year, and then I released the second one on Valentine's Day of this year. So it's only a few months in between those two albums. And then I released my song and video Top Down in June, and that was right around the time when George Floyd got killed, and so that was in response to that. So I've been doing a lot, and then now the Christmas EP that I just dropped. So I'm kind of taking a break from dropping music, because I honestly wasn't planning on releasing any other music this year, and but then the whole Christmas thing came up, and so I was like, look, you know, I'm doing it. Like, let's go, you know. And so, so right now it's just focusing on producing more content derived from those two albums, and putting that out, you know, and trying to just get the most out of those projects as I can, you know.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, man. So yeah, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. I hope to be back another time soon. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll have you around.
Sounds good.
All right.
I'll be out there in Texas one day.
Let me know.
Yeah.
All right, bud. Thanks again.
All right, most stuff. Peace and love.
Top of my wish list this Christmas. Only thing that I really want. Fuck that fancy drip, all that icy shit. All I really want is you. Here today, gone tomorrow, baby. Let's not waste this present. Chosen ones, we want a blessing with you. I see no ending. We ain't picture perfect, but you speak my language, and you handle shit quick whenever I need it. So you don't even gotta ask. Already know I got your back through the good and through the bad. Every season I'm your match. So light me up to warm these cold nights. Got the deeper love hit new highs. You're the greatest gift of my life.
You on my wish list this Christmas. Don't wanna miss this chance to wrap you in my arms, and all your wishes will come true this season if you put me on your wish list.
You on my wish list this Christmas. Don't wanna miss this chance to wrap you in my arms, and all your wishes will come true this season if you put me on your wish list.
I can't resist, baby girl, your presence is a gift. Gotta let you know you're the only girl who can make me feel like this. Got the mistletoe at the front door, welcome home, give me a kiss. Wanna hold you close like I'm supposed to, that's my only wish. And girl, you granted every time I see you in that dress. I love the way you rock it. Anything you want, the answer's yes, baby, let me fill your stocking. You look so good, I must confess, it's obvious you got me. You're my angel, so I gotta put you on top of my wish list this Christmas. Don't wanna miss this chance to wrap you in my arms, arms and all your wishes will come true this season if you put me on your wish
You on my
list.
wish list this Christmas. Don't wanna miss this chance to wrap you in my arms, and all your wishes will come true this season if you put me on your wish list.
Anything that's on your list, you know I got you, boo.
Don't need a list, you got all I want for baby.
Naughty and nice, when I'm with you, I'm forever true.
Up all night waiting on them candy kisses.
I can't contain myself like a kid on Christmas Eve.
You light me up inside, we bout to start a fire.
I want all the smoke when I climb into your chimney.
I'll be all you need, this Christmas guarantee.
You on my wish list this Christmas. Don't wanna miss this chance to wrap you in my arms, and all your wishes will come true this season if you put me on your wish
You
list.
on my wish list this Christmas. Don't wanna miss this chance to wrap you in my arms, and all your wishes will come true this season if you put me on your wish list.